Have you ever caught yourself scrolling endlessly on your phone, only to wonder, where did all the time go? What if I told you that the secret to a better, more meaningful life lies in remembering something we all try to avoid? It's this: one day, you will die. I know, it sounds uncomfortable, even morbid, but what if this simple truth could completely transform the way you live your life? Let's explore how the ancient Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, use the concept of memento mori, or remember you will die, to live fuller, more intentional lives. And most importantly, how you can apply this wisdom to modern life. Memento mori isn't about fear or pessimism. It's not about dwelling on death. Instead, it's about perspective. It's a tool, a reminder of life's fleeting nature, so we can stop wasting time and start focusing on what truly matters. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, wrote in his Meditations, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Seneca, another prominent Stoic, put it this way: "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books every day." For the Stoics, reflecting on death wasn't about despair. It was about freedom. Accepting your mortality liberates you. It forces you to ask, what am I really doing with my time? Now think about modern life. It's so easy to get lost in distractions. Social media, endless emails, binge-watching shows, chasing likes and comments. We fill our days with busyness, but often neglect what's truly important. The problem is, we act like we'll live forever. But the truth is, our time is limited. If we don't face that truth, we risk wasting our lives on things that don't matter. Here's a question for you. If you knew you had just 1 year left, how would your life change? Would you spend more time with loved ones? Take more risks? Finally start that passion project? What's stopping you from doing those things now? This is where memento mori becomes powerful. By reflecting on your mortality, you gain clarity. You stop procrastinating, stop obsessing over trivial things, and start living intentionally. So, how can you use memento mori to transform your life? Let's break it down into 3 practical steps inspired by the wisdom of the Stoics. Step 1. Create a priority list. Seneca said, "You act like mortals in all that you fear and like immortals in all that you desire." This means we fear failure or rejection, but we act as though we have endless time to achieve our goals. So sit down and write a list of what truly matters to you. Is it family? Your health? Learning something new? Making an impact? Once you have your list, ask yourself, am I spending my time on these priorities, or am I caught up in distractions? Here's a tip. Schedule your priorities like they're non-negotiable appointments. Treat them as sacred. Life is too short to let the urgent overshadow the important. Step 2. Practice the nightly reflection. At the end of each day, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, if today were my last, would I be proud of how I spent it? This isn't about guilt, it's about recalibration. Maybe you realize you spent hours scrolling on your phone but didn't call your mom, or you worked overtime but didn't take care of your health. Use this reflection as a guide to do better tomorrow. Step 3. Use visual reminders of mortality. The Stoics often used physical objects to remind themselves of life's brevity, like skulls, hourglasses, or even gravestones. These might seem extreme, but they were powerful symbols. Today, you can create your own reminders. Maybe it's a piece of art, a quote on your phone wallpaper, or even a simple phrase, memento mori. These reminders aren't there to scare you, they're there to focus you. Now let me share a story that brings this idea to life. A close friend of mine lost someone dear to them unexpectedly. In their grief, they told me something profound. Losing them made me realize how much I was postponing. I kept saying, someday I'll spend more time with my family. Someday I'll start that business. But someday never came for them. I'm not making the same mistake. That experience pushed them to quit a job they hated, prioritize their kids, and finally take a leap of faith on a dream they'd been putting off. That's the gift of memento mori. It's a wake-up call to live now. And here's the beautiful irony. When you face your mortality, you start to truly live. You appreciate the little things, a kind word, a sunset, even the feeling of the ground beneath your feet. You let go of petty grudges, stop sweating the small stuff, and focus on the things that fill your life with meaning. So let me leave you with this. If you truly embraced memento mori, if you remembered every day that your time is finite, what would you start doing differently? Would you spend less time worrying about what others think? Would you say yes to that adventure? Would you finally tell someone how much they mean to you? You have the power to make those changes right now. Don't wait. Thank you for watching Idea Alchemy, where we turn timeless wisdom into tools for a better life. If this resonated with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And remember, life is fleeting, but it's also incredibly precious. Live it fully. Until next time, stay curious and stay intentional.